It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've seen.
Yeah.
Live your life, not mine.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a mother, cause people be mother. They stab you in your back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state be diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to realize you better get your shit together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast.
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've seen. Live
Yeah.
your life,
like
not
that.
mine.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Yo. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your host with the most, man. Phocuz Field, Phocuz Radio, man. And we do this thing, man, each and every Thursday right here, man, on Beltway Radio and beyond. You already know what it is, man. I am Field Phocuz on IG, Phocuz Field on Facebook. And it just don't get no better than that. You know what I mean? And you can look up the shows. Just type in Phocuz Radio on that good old YouTube, baby. You already know what it is, man. We are here in full effect. It's another Thankful Thursday. I want to thank you all for tuning in with me, man, each and every week. And for those, man, that have continued to support me, you know what I mean? Those that, you know, see me and show me love and like what I'm doing as far as in the missing and murdered community. I appreciate it. I'm humble. Always, if you see me, man, we can always talk. Like I said, I believe everybody has some type of star in them. So all walks of life, man, has been to Phocuz Radio with interviews and have went to I'm sorry. A lot of people have came to Focus Radio, have done interviews and went on to do other interviews and on to do other things. So this is a radio station, not only my radio, station, but a community radio station, man. So we interview everybody from doctors, lawyers, teachers, students, kids, those that want to shed light on missing persons or someone that's been murdered in their family, authors, all the above, man. Those that just have a story to tell that could inspire or influence someone else, man. So this is what we do right here on Focus Radio. So 301, y'all, 761-1040 is the call-in number. We are live right now on the Facebook. Like I say, it's Focus Field on Facebook, just like the shirt. Phocuz. We got a hell of a show, and I ain't got long, and I got a lot to talk about, a lot to get out. So I gotta hurry up and keep it moving. But anyway, most importantly, today is Relisha Rudd Day. I can't make it out. This has been my first year. I think that I haven't been able to get there because it was on Thursday, and also it ends at 7:30, and I don't get off until 7. So of course I've posted all day. For my baby girl, Relisha Rudd. Of course, we talk about her on a daily basis right here on Focus Radio. And here she is right here. And what we're going to do, I'm going to open up the show. And what I'll do is this. I meant to send some other information in when we just did it recently, earlier this year last year for Relisha Rudd. And Relisha Rudd, missing from the 1900 Massachusetts Avenue, missing from 1900 Massachusetts Avenue, Southeast DC. She's been missing since March the 1st, 2014. Time is unknown. She was last seen at the She was missing from the DC General Homeless Shelter when she was 8 years old. We are now in 2024, and it's 10 years later. However, it was last confirmed sighting of Relisha Rudd was on March the 1st, 2014 in the 1600 block of Maryland Avenue Northeast. At the time she went missing, Relisha was described as an 8-year-old black female, 4 feet in height, 70 to 80 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair and medium complexion. An age progression image is included above, along with the photo of Relisha from 2014. The MPD and FBI are offering a combined reward of up to 50 stacks for information leading to the location and return of Relisha Rudd. As you all know, if you're following me, you should definitely know the story of Relisha Rudd. Once again, she was in the hands of a 51-year-old janitor that worked at the DC General Homeless Shelter. Her mom actually had gave her, I would say, to this 51-year-old creep that spent lots and lots of time with Relisha Rudd, and they had went to these different hotels throughout the city. And the news camera had gotten footage of them at the hotel, which is on New York Avenue, where today they're having her day, the Relisha Rudd Day. So it's right there on the corner of Blainsburg and New York Avenue. And they've since changed the name of their hotel. It's been changed like three different times. And what we do there is pass out flyers. We stop and talk to people, and we just basically keeping her name alive for those that may know, to let them know that she hasn't been found. We're still bringing awareness. And for those that don't know, we tell them briefly about the story of Relisha Rudd. So as you all know, my platform is based around the Relisha Rudd story, most definitely. And I will keep her name alive, man, until I'm dead and gone. Honestly, until I'm dead and gone. And I mean that with my whole heart, and I'm going to stand on that. I truly believe, and I got to keep it blunt, but I got to keep it blunt, but keep it real, right? I truly believe that Relisha is no longer here with us anymore. The reason I say that is because the way that everything pretty much ended. Killed his wife, killed himself, but still no signs of Relisha Rudd. Only reason you would kill your wife is because she knew some information that maybe she was going to tell. And I think that really put us in a bad space. Well, we are still in a bad space because we still haven't found Relisha Rudd. Kenilworth Park was searched, and Anacostia was searched. I actually did a search party with them. We went way to Rockville because it was said that he had took her a couple of times to ride horses. So what we did was we went to Rockville, I think it's Rockville Park, and rode up there, and it was like a farm with horses that you can kind of rent them for, whatever, an hour, 2 hours, and you can ride them. And it was had rumored to be that Relisha Rudd was taken to this horse farm, and she was riding horses with this guy Khalil Tatum. Where that came from, I don't know, but I was just a part of that search party. And I'm telling you, man, digging and digging, and you talking about a group of people, and we're moving to these different locations, and we're digging, and we're looking, and we're searching. We're in the woods, we're everywhere to see if we see any signs of this 8-year-old. And to no avail, we didn't see anything. And this age progression picture, I think, doesn't look like Relisha Rudd if you ask me. But this is what the system did. This is what the computer did, and said this is what she may look like at the age of, I want to say, 18, I would say. No, 14. We in 2000. She was 8. Yeah, 18. 8. My math is right. 18 years old she would be right now. I started my platform due to the fact that her story, to me, didn't get enough airplay, and it was forgotten about. You have to look for these people, man, forever, and keep looking and keep looking and keep on keeping their name alive. Shout out to Brenda Brown, who spent almost $80,000 of funds that she had saved up of her own money to pay for these search parties. Divers, dogs, boats, groups of people, organizations. She did that straight from the heart, straight from out of her own pocket to search for Relisha Rudd. She was retired. She actually took her money that she had saved and used it in the search of this 8-year-old. So that's how we know it's something special about Relisha Rudd. And the world knew that it was something special about Relisha Rudd. And what got me was when I seen that video and I seen her in the shelter and how she just was a leader, for everyone else, and the other kids was just following her. It was just this light, bright smile and spirit, and her cheerleading and different activities. And she was at the forefront of all of that. So she was definitely an inspiration. And just to see her vanish like that, knowingly that she was with this 51-year-old guy, and just all of a sudden disappeared. So shout out to Relisha Rudd, man. Relisha Rudd Day. We go to our next story, and the next story is about a 6-year-old who lost his life during a 4th of July celebration on Akron Street, located in Temple Hills, Maryland. This occurred on the 4th of July. The whole neighborhood right now is heartbroken. I think I sent a picture, B, of him. And this was the event that had been taking place for many years on this particular street for the community. And of course, it was an event for children and adults to celebrate the 4th of July. This particular 4th of July, which was this year, which wasn't long ago, right? Maybe a week. And somebody came through spraying this particular street, shooting at someone else, and they shot 4 people. This 6-year-old actually was in a hospital for a few days. He was out there playing with the other children and everything, just being a kid, an innocent kid. Hassan Julian Payton is his name. Hassan Julian Payton is his name. And he was amongst the other kids, enjoying music, enjoying games, enjoying the moon bounces. I'm not sure if he was struck in the head or the chest. From what I'm hearing, he was in a hospital, I want to say maybe, when was 4th of July? Last week. what's the day? The 11th. It was actually last Thursday, right? So he was in a hospital and he passed away. I want to say Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. My story is kind of chopped up here, but I want to say Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Um, it's just sad, man. How do you? Mm, mm, mm. How do you pull up fake ass gangsters, right? Because you're not a gangster. How the fuck do you pull up at an event and you see 50 people, maybe 30 of those people are children, and you just start shooting and miss probably whoever the fuck, excuse my French, that you're shooting at? 4 people, a 6-year-old kid. Unfortunately, the 6-year-old kid loses his life. You know what's fucked up about this? It happens like this all the time in certain situations, right? The person that's innocent always dies, right? And like I say, I don't know who these people were shooting at. I don't know. But what I'm saying is 4 people shot. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that they weren't innocent, right? Or bystanders. But what I'm saying is a 6-year-old, I think the other people were adults. The 6-year-old loses his life. The innocent 6-year-old. This is an event that has been going on for years and years and years on this particular street. The county executive did speak out. I don't know where the police was, security, whatever it may be, but this is something that's within the community every year for 5 years straight. And this year, 2024, you have these Bammers that want to come through. If you see kids, old people, think twice. Remember, it always takes me back to the Scarface movie. Remember the Scarface movie? And Al was doing this thing. And Al, with Tony, but Al Pacino, right? Tony. And you want to talk about some gangster shit. And they was doing their thing, right? And they was riding in the car. And he was to assassinate one of the congressmen or president, or whoever it was in that particular country. And he was getting ready to put on a speech against the war against drugs, right? We're in Florida, in Miami, where they were at. And I think that they were kind of on to Tony Montana at that particular time. So the dudes that he was dealing with said, look, man, we got to get rid of him, right? Now we talking some real gangsters. We ain't talking about your petty hustlers, some real gangsters. So he was in the car with his man. They was riding. He seen the op. He seen the guy get out with the chauffeur or whatever. They walk him into this area, but he noticed that the guy had his family with him. And his man was like, come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. We got to do it. He's right there. Tony said, nah, I don't get no motherfucking, not in front of the kids, man. No, he has kids, man. And he caught him at a later time. Not saying that's right or wrong. That's a movie based on a true story from what I heard. But I'm not condoning anyone losing their life, anyone in these type of situations. But you have no regards to people that have nothing to do with your petty ass bullshit, and you see children playing, and you know it's a 4th of July event because you see moon bounces, you see children. You see this is set up as a family community event. And you don't care at all. It's sad when we got to live in the world and we got to walk around people like this every fucking day. Going about our daily routine, going about our life, and don't know what may happen at any time. Temple Hills was a safe place. Oxon Hill used to be a safe place. I always said, man, when I get my first home, I want to move to Temple Hill. I'm going to stay on my side with my people. I ain't going out VA. I ain't going out Mocal. I ain't going buying my house right here. I love my people. I love the convenience. I love everything about the Oxon Hill, Temple Hills, that whole Suitland area. We got to deal with this shit. And respect to Angela also Brooks, man. You know, I've been rocking with her a very long time. She was one of my special guests years ago when she first ran for county executive. Shout out to Aisha Brave Boy. They said we're gonna change these laws and we charge, I don't know who did it, but these juveniles are being charged as adults. They are pushing this shit, pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. My special guest that's coming on, Duck Lassiter today, that became author 20 years in prison. He gonna tell you youngins, why not? Why not to go to prison? Why you don't want to sit down for 20 years? Okay, damn, it's 6:20. Shit, that pissed me off, man. Matter of fact, rest in paradise to 6-year-old Asan Julian Payton. Let me go to my special guest, man. We got special guests in the building. Duck Lassiter. We speaking on his trilogy, Cruddy Buddy, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Special guest in the building. Duck, what's happening?
What's up, Phil? What it do?
Man, ain't too much, man. I want to definitely thank you, man, for gracing the stage, man, and Phocuz Radio. I'm just speaking on Duck, man, this senseless gun violence. I know I had you waiting maybe 2-3 minutes over, but I definitely apologize about that. Just got real heated, emotional about this 6-year-old man that just lost his life in Temple Hills due to the senseless gun violence that, you know, shooting occurred at a family fun event on the 4th of July. But anyway, in the building, y'all, we got Duck Lassiter in the building, and we're gonna hop right into it. Duck, man, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. On my way about to start this shift. I pulled over. I had to pull over.
Always in the grind. Talked to you this morning, man. You was gonna get some money, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But we're gonna hop right into it, Duck. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Tell them who Duck Lassiter is. And the thing that gets me, man, is Duck the real name?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Duck ain't the real name. Nah, nope. But that's Duck ain't the real name, but it's the real name. You hear me?
I got you. Where did Duck come from, Duck? That name?
So when I was young, right? When I was a little teeny bobber, I was bow-legged, and my grandmother said the way I walked, I waddled like a duck.
Okay.
So that's hence the nickname Duck.
I get that. And cool. Okay.
That's what it's been, and that's what it's been. Duck.
Got you. Duck Lassiter, man, give us a little bit about your background. I know you're now an author, but give us little bits and pieces, man, of your background, because I don't think you're ashamed at all, which is a great thing, and I think it can inspire other people. So give us some of your background.
Well, Duck is a native Washingtonian, born and raised Southeast Washington, D.C., Parkland, Berry Farm, Southeast, just the whole D.C. in general. 51 years old, father, grandfather, husband, brother, cousin, uncle, all those good things. I went to jail at an early age. At 18. I was sentenced to 51 years in prison. I did 20 of those 51 years. I came home July the 20th, 2010. Since I've been home, I put out my 3 books, Cruddy Buddy 1, 2, and 3. I'm also a barber, a behavioral health therapist for the Firefighters of America. What else? I'm an actor.
You said for the firefighters?
Yeah, you see, I'm on my way to work now.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, just gotta stay moving, man. I'm just staying moving. So that's a little bit about myself. You know, that's a little bit of.
Let me ask you, Duck. Were you always a writer?
Well, I wasn't always a writer, but through school, those always been my strong suits. Like I always liked English. I always liked literature and arts, you know, things like that, where I've always been reading. I always read. and write. But uh I wrote these books, Phil. These books been done since like 2005, 2006, right? And it just started off as just something to do to pass the time away. Like
Mhm.
after being incarcerated and reading so many urban books with so much unbelievable shit, right? I don't mean to cuss on here, my bad.
Are you good? Go ahead.
But
You straight. You
oh,
good.
with reading so much far fetched, all these $1 million stories and shit like that, right? I'm like, man, well, shit, I could put me together. I could put a book together. I could put a book together and write a book, create some stories in my head, or whatever the case may be. And so, that birthed Cruddy Buddy to come up, right? Then I was like, well, shit. Boom. I kept on going. I came up with Cruddy Buddy Against the Grain. And now I'm about to release the third part of the trilogy, which is Cruddy Buddy Favor for a Favor. I'll probably release that in the next probably like 25 days. So to answer your question, nah, I haven't always been a writer, but I've always been a writer. Like, in the joint, you got some people that are not as educated as I am or as I
Uh-huh.
was or had the ability to formulate or articulate their words when they write letters to their peoples and stuff like
Uh,
that. So
Gotcha.
so
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So to help those people like that, they mental ain't all the way there like that, I might write their letter for them or something like that.
Got you, man. Got you. Great stuff. Great stuff. Growing up in DC, Duck, man, during some of the toughest times, man, up until
Mm.
now. How do you feel about that, man? The city is changing. They're gentrifying the city, definitely. Um, how has it changed, man, from your upbringing in the city up until now? Even with, the violence, man, the drugs, it's no loyalty, cruddy buddies, you know what I mean? What what what,
Yeah.
what are some of the things, man, that you see that has changed, man, and what needs to change for the better?
So what I think, what I see is society has taken the kids away from the village, right? When
Uh-huh.
I was growing up, it was the village. It was the village. Like if Ducky round the corner fucking up, Duck gonna get his ass beat by a whole nother different family around the corner, and they gonna call and tell my mother, yeah, I just caught him around here doing XYZ. I beat his ass. Now he on his way home. All right, thank you. And my parents gonna tell them thank you, and I'm gonna beat his ass when he get home too, right? So it ain't no, is that it's not that no more. Like nowadays is don't don't fuck with my kid. You know what I'm saying? And your kid
Uh-huh.
could be dead ass wrong, and you know what I'm saying? But you can't discipline the children no more. Like the discipline has been gone from the house. Everything is now social media, right? Everything now is on that tube, on that TV, or on PlayStation or Xbox or one of them type of situations, right? Like kids don't know what it's like to go outside and do flips and shit on dirty mattresses, or have little fake
Mm,
wrestling matches, little fake wrestling matches where you know what I'm saying, you make you make the little championship belt out of cardboard box with aluminum foil,
mm,
or you know what
mm.
I'm saying, you make the
Old school.
basketball court, with a bicycle rim, or you racing popsicle sticks down the sidewalk when it rained, making go karts out of big wheels and shopping cart wheels. Like they don't know, kids don't know how to have fun. Having fun today right now is go carjack a nigga, or a woman or something like that, right? And then as far as with the violence, when I was coming up, we had violence, but certain things, like it was, if you had an issue with a person, like it wasn't no shooting up in the crowd, or you gonna walk down on your man, you gonna get your man, you gonna catch your man where you catch your man at, and you know what I'm saying? Like if you catch him and he got his kids or his parents or his girl with him, like those type of things was off limits. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see you, nigga, but you know what I'm saying? You get a chance to live another day. And sometimes You know what I'm saying? It might happen the other way. So, you know, sometimes you had to do what you had to do when you had to do it, right? But the violence now with the youth is just senseless because everybody is just doing stuff just to be doing it. Like they not getting no money. Like when we was doing what we was doing, you know, the old heads, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was getting money.
Mm,
Niggas was able to, if you was beefing, you can't beef and get money at the same time,
mm-hmm,
right? You
mm-hmm.
gotta be able to get you gotta be getting a couple of dollars if you want to beef because you can afford to take off to do the things that you needed to do in the beef. And then you know, is nowadays like you can't tell a person, right, you know what, big homie, you right, I was wrong. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying? My bad,
right,
Slim,
right,
or
right.
my bad,
Absolutely.
young fella. I
Uh,
don't want no trouble.
uh-huh.
Because then when you take that route, it gets mistaken, right? So you know, it's just a lot of the fame and the glory has been misplaced in these days and times, man.
Mm, heavy,
So
heavy, heavy. Let me ask you. 20-year
mhm,
sentence, man. Uh,
right.
How did that change your mindset and your outlook on life?
So it so let me ask you this, right? Can you imagine you being at home, right? And you sit in your bathroom with the door locked. You got the bathroom, you got your shower, you got a toilet, and you just sit in that motherfucker for 20 years. That's what it's like being in that joint. Fortunately for me, right? Because I always mind my business and I didn't get caught up in a bunch of different bullshit, right? I didn't never have a bad bid, right? But some people do. You know
Mm,
how you know the saying that you know our parents tell us you made your bed so you gotta lay in it.
right.
Like, you know, I was one of the fortunate ones. I come from a two-parent household. So the things that I was doing in the street, I didn't really have to be doing it. I
Mm-hmm.
was doing it because more so um I became a product of my environment, which
Okay.
happens to so many of us,
Right.
right?
Right.
However, when I you know doing my way of thinking changed. I'm like, shit, 20 years I missed all my kids growing up, right? I missed all my kids growing up, my son boxing, my son playing football, my daughter singing, daughters doing cheerleader and all those type of things, right? I missed those things. uh and at that time, like, we don't really be realizing how important that family is until you realize how important family is. And
Mm,
some people don't have it, but you know, my way of thinking changed because I refuse to go back to prison. That's why I get up early morning, get off my ass, and go find me a job. If I'm not working, I'm gonna go. You know, I got a skill that I'm gonna always have, where I'm gonna always be able to make me a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Cut
right.
hair.
Right.
Everybody need a haircut. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I get off at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the barber shop by 8. I go to the barber shop, cut a couple of heads. I'm out of there by 12. 12 o'clock, I go home, take a shower, give me some rest. I might play a little Madden, give me some rest. And then I'm back up 5:30, 6 o'clock on my way back to work to do that shit all over again. That keep me out of the streets. You know
Got
what
you.
I'm
Got you.
saying?
Got you. Got you. Got you. Cruddy buddy, Duck. Is
Right.
this fiction or real books? I mean, I know we
is
gotta
it
add something
is,
into it. You
is
know
it
what I mean?
fiction? Listen, my books are faction, right? I don't pigeonhole it as fiction or nonfiction. It's faction. And with the reader, you'll read it and you'll have to, you know what I'm saying, you'll go on your own, like, well, damn, I remember this, or I remember I heard about this, or damn, that sounds like it could have happened, or oh, that's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's up to the reader. But if you ask me, if I had to define uh what genre that my book fit into, fiction or nonfiction, I'm gonna say my books are faction.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Mm.
How long has it taken you to write these books? Well, you already told me. You said you had them written
Yeah,
a
they
long.
was already wrote. So like I said, they was done in like '05, '06. Now, mind you, I came home in 2010.
Okay.
When I came home with my books. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
I kept them. I had them in a cut, in a closet. So I had let a friend of mine. She was talking about some books. I said, man, I got a couple of books I wrote. You know, I'm always on Joe, man. You lying? Let me read one. So I let her read one. Boom. She said, you got another one? I said, yeah, and another one. She like, man, Sauls, you tripping. You tripping. Like, I'ma help you. So she got behind the wheel of that project, and man, she drove the car and helped me, you know what I'm saying, and helped me get where it needed to be, and where I was able to get my books on Amazon and get them out to the people, you know, had book signings and stuff like that. So shit, shout out to my project manager Piggy, man. She put me where I needed to be with those demonstrations right there.
Facts, man, facts. Give me. You got a trilogy, so give me three reasons why readers should purchase your book.
Three reasons why readers should purchase my book.
Yeah.
One, because it's coming from me. That's
Okay.
one reason. Two, because it's coming from me. Three, because it's coming from me. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, so one is being that, you know, because it's coming from me. And then two is also you're gonna get some salacious details. You're gonna get some, it's grimy. Is some parts of it where, you know, you're gonna feel sympathy for some people. Some people you know you're gonna be rooting for. Some people you're gonna be wishing bad luck on. So, and all in a
Hey.
nutshell, and all in a nutshell, right? It's just real life experiences. And
Okay.
I was just able to, I was able to take some of your story, feel, and become an artist and paint a picture and present it to the people in the form of a manuscript, and you know what I'm saying, because we visual. So with that book writing thing, you know, we as people, we like to see stuff.
Uh-huh.
So that's the key, that's the secret, that's one of the secrets to being an author, right? You have to be able to paint a picture and show it to your reader. And sometimes, you know, you can see something and you just be like, damn, I felt like I was right there, or I can relate to this character, like I felt like him. You know how when you go to church, when some people go to church and the preacher preaching a sermon about whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you might be going through,
Yes.
the preacher don't know you going through that, but just so happen his sermon today is about whatever that is, and you sitting there like, damn, I think is he talking about me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Dynamite read, like, it just keep you wanting to keep reading, keep reading. Like the people been asking me, when you gonna put part 3 out? When you gonna put part 3 out? So I'm gonna put part 3 out. The wait is almost over. So Cruddy Buddy, favor for a favor coming soon, man.
Facts, man. Great. This is heavy, man. Heavy, Duck, man. Let me ask you, what advice would you give a youth, Duck, man, coming from where you come from,
Right.
and for them to stay on the right path, man, because we losing them, Duck, man, at an alarming rate, man. I mean, I'm not
Right.
talking about, well, I'm talking about it both ways, going to jail, losing their life. A lot of them, man, don't value life, man. And a lot of them, Duck, man, they ain't ready for that 20, 30, 40, 50 years
Nah,
sentence for real.
they
They ain't
they
ready for
not.
that.
They not. I mean, you know, they think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. Really, it's not cool. So let me ask you this, Phil, right? Did you ever pay attention and notice, right? I pay attention to signs and symbols, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, if you think about it, 1901 East Street is
Uh-huh.
what? That's DC jail, right?
Yeah, jail, yeah.
What's right beside 1901 D Street?
But was it the prison? I mean, nah, not the, I mean, it was the shelter.
No.
What?
Right beside the jail is a graveyard.
Okay. You small on the back. Okay, I got you.
So if you look at it, right, it's like that's the options, right? You got door number 1, you got door number 2, and then you got door number 3 is going the other way, right? And you know the penitentiaries are full of people, or full of people that, you know, that felt like they didn't have another option, right? And it's, can you hear me, Phil?
I got you. Go ahead. I'm listening. You here?
is another is always another option, right? Um, what advice I would give the youngsters today would be educate yourself, man. They gotta educate themselves because they doing crimes, committing crimes, right? And they not being familiar with the laws, right?
Mm,
They
mm.
not being familiar with the laws that's coming along with those crimes. You got a lot of youth advocate agencies out here that's advocating for these crimes, the laws for the youth, right? But you committing a crime and you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You thinking one way, but it ain't really being that way. You got what I would tell the youth, man, educate yourself, get as much knowledge and information as you could get, not just about crimes and the laws, but about life. Listen to your parents, man. You know, they always say it's soft, hard head make a soft back, soft ass,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And you know, when we young, but I understand, right? Because I was once them,
Most them. Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I was
yeah.
once them, so I can't shun them for what they doing because then they could always flip it back on me and be like, well, well, damn, well, you did 20 years, you know, you preaching that black brother. I know I'm not preaching no black brother shit because I had guys in the community that, you know what I'm saying, was dropping jewels on me, but I was hard headed, just like them.
Uh-huh.
Just
Uh-huh.
don't be as like, don't be stupid.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid. Leave the kids, man. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids out of that stuff, man.
Uh-huh.
Leading women and them elders
Uh-huh.
out of the bullshit. Cause a lot of that shit is just foolishness. And a lot of those beefs can really be squashed
Stars, right.
with it really could be squashed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff don't really call for all of that.
Mm.
You know what they doing. So, but you know what I would tell a youth, man, you better get that education. And if you know you're in the street, you doing wrong or whatever you got may have going on, have some money for a lawyer.
Mm.
You have some money for a lawyer. You know, a lot of times, man, they do stuff and don't even got lawyer money,
Mm.
don't
Mm.
got bond money.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
even
You
bond
don't.
money, huh?
Yeah, but you out here slinging, you out here in the streets. I know a lot of dudes, I know a lot of good dudes that's still in the joint that would love to trade places with them
Mm.
and get out here and make, you know what I'm saying, make the best of the situation. Like, I got such as myself, there's a lot of good brothers that done came home that re-entered society that are
Uh-huh.
doing wonderful things in the community. You know what I'm saying? Uh so that's what I would tell them.
Educate yourself. Hey, Duck, tell them, man,
Educate yourself.
how they can find the book, and then if they wanted an autograph copy of the book personally, let my people know, man.
Right. So you can find the book Cruddy Buddy, or you type my name in Duck Sauce Lassiter, you'll find it parts 1 and 2 on Amazon. You can find it on there. You can order it from there. However, if you want an autograph copy, I prefer you to get that from me, and you can always pull up on me. I do in person. I pull up on you, sign a book for you, take a picture with you. You know, you order the book on Amazon, gonna cost you $25. You get the book from me hand in hand, you're gonna get an autographed copy, a picture, and you know what I'm saying, you buy one for 25, or you buy both of them, you get them for 40. So
Mm. Mm.
where
Man,
you go on Amazon, you're gonna pay 25 a piece, you know. When you get it from me, you get both of them. You buy one for 25, get two for 40. Is it still the same hustle? I'm just hustling a different product these days. I'm hustling haircuts. I'm hustling books. You know
mm.
what I'm saying?
Mm.
I ain't on the block slinging the poison or
Mm.
none of that or none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm hustling haircuts and books. I
Facts.
got it.
Facts. I definitely got to bring you on, man. It's been great. I want to thank you, man, for gracing the stage of Focus Radio. Youngins, man, get that education and educate yourself. Cause man, Doug, they don't know what they doing,
Yeah.
man. They don't know what they doing. They try to change these laws, man. They charging these youngins, man, as
Yeah.
adults now, because they're getting tired of the bullshit. So definitely, man, it's been a great interview. Credit Buddy Part 1, Part 2, and you say within 25 to 30 days, sometime next month, Part 3 is out, right?
Yep, Cruddy Buddy, Favor for a Favor be out. So keep your ears and eyes open for that.
Yo, 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 you already know what it is, man. Thanks, Duff, for gracing the stage of Focus Radio.
I appreciate you having me. Peace out.
No problem. Peace. Yo, 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 y'all already know what it is, man. Another exclusive interview. Duck Lassiter from Focus Radio. And I know I had some people saying they couldn't hear, but what I'll do is I'll repost it. And then you'll definitely be able to see and definitely hear. You already know what it is, man. I ain't got a lot of time, so I gotta drop these jewels on my people, as they say. But anyway, man, great interview, man, by Duck Lassiter. Cruddy Buddy Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 is on the way. And I think it's definitely a good read, man. Definitely a good read. And that was a brother right there that was in prison. But like they say, man, you can trap the body, but can't trap the mind. And one thing, I heard him say was it's a lot of brothers in the joint that would love to trade places with some of these youngins, or not even youngins, but just people out here, period. So, yeah, man, take it how you want to take it. For all those that were listening, I don't think it's anything to brag about. And like I say, a lot of them tough out here, but when they get in there, it's a whole lot of people that's tougher. You know what I mean? So ain't none of I'm the toughest, and when you get in there, it's a little different. So think about that before you commit a crime. But anyway, it is Relish Rud Day right here on Focus Radio, man. And before I get out of here, I can't leave without doing my missing segment. And the crazy part about it is what I said I was going to do today. I said what I'm going to do, this is Relish Rud Day, and these are somewhat of cold cases, but they stay hot right here on Focus Radio. So it's not a cold case in my eyes, right? So what I did was I went back, right? And some of these people you may have seen on Focus Radio. So I went back and I said, what I want to do is go back and I want to grab 7 to 8 of my missing people, my missing family that have been missing for a year or over. And when I say over, I'm talking even maybe 10 years for some of these people, right? So we have China Crawford, who's our person, and she's missing from the 4,000 block of South Capitol Street, Southwest. She's been missing since Monday, October the 23rd, 2023, reported missing at 10 p.m. And so many mysteries surrounding her missing persons case. They have arrested 2 people, which I think are still in custody, but now they are trying to recover the body. China Crawford, y'all. Next, we go to Gail Florine Butler, missing from the 2700 block of Bruce Place, Southeast DC, reported missing Wednesday, April the 23rd, 1997 at 9 a.m. Wow. And this is 1997, ladies and gentlemen. 74 years old, last seen in 2700 block of Bruce Place. At the time she went missing, she was 50. She's described as a black female, light complexion, 5 feet, 1 inches in height, 150 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Her clothing description is unknown. This is actually a person that's missing from a guy that has a foundation, Missing Voices, who's actually out there today that started the Relish Rud Day. He goes by the name of Henderson Long. You can look him up. This is his aunt. Next, we go to Teresa Yolanda Young. Maybe even my family, Youngs. That's my father's side name was Young. Missing from the 1500 block of North Capitol Street, Northwest. Reported missing Friday, July the 3rd, the day before Independence Day, 2015. Reported missing at 3 p.m. She was 48 years old at the time she went missing. Black female, black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a black short sleeve, black leggings with leopard prints and white Puma sneakers. Even back then, y'all, the Pumas, my favorite, 9 years ago. And what would have had her stand out back then, she had short hair and she had leopard printed pants, right? Leopard print, I'm sorry, Pumas. Leopard prints and white Puma sneakers. And this is Miss Teresa Yolanda. Takes me to Devontae Richardson, unit block of Mississippi Avenue Southeast. Means there was no number wherever he was located. Could have just been in that particular location on Mississippi Avenue Southeast, right off Southern Avenue. Missing since Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020. Isn't this something that we're in July and my first one of my three people went missing in July? This is crazy. 11 p.m. 28 years old during the time he disappeared, and it was reported July 27th, 2020. 6 feet 1 inches in height, 170 pounds, short black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a blue shirt, gray sweatpants. Believed to be operating a blue 2016 Jeep Compass, bearing DC tags: G as in God, G as in girl, D as in David, 1855. And this is him. 4 years he's been missing. This is another case that has shook up the city, and I think they kind of let go away. Keon Jones, missing from the 1500 block of Bennett Road Northeast. This baby was 2 months old, and people were arrested, and there was so many rumors surrounding this case right here. I think actually that he was killed by his parents or the mom, and they hid the body of this baby. So Keon Jones reported missing Wednesday, May the 5th, 2021. Would have been 3 years old now. 1500 block of Bennett Road, right there by the Pinnacles and that McDonald's, right there in that area. Wednesday, May the 5th, 2021. And black male infant, brown hair, brown eyes. Clothing description was unknown. If my memory serves me correctly, it was something that had to do with some PCP involved. A fight had broke out between a mom and a dude she was dealing with, and unfortunately, the baby was killed, and they thought put in the trash can or maybe hid in the house. But 2024, still, Keon has not been found. This brings me to this case that I just came across today. These cases always do something to me when we have females at an older age that go missing, because there's so much that could happen, especially those that are in need of medication, like this lady here, Lisa McRae, 1300 block of Main Drive, Northwest DC. She's been missing since Friday, July the 5th, one day after the 4th of July. Reported missing at 8 a.m. She's 62 years old, black female, 5 feet 2 inches in height, 160 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. Clothing description is unknown. She may be in the need of medication. This is crazy. Latrice Nelson is our next one up, y'all. Monday, July the 16th, 2000. That's why I say there is a God. July the 16th, 2018, 6000 block of Edgewood Street, Northeast DC. I have had her on my show numerous amounts of times. Latrice has been missing since 2018. She was 37 years old at the time she went missing. Black female, medium complexion, 5 feet 4 inches in height, 140 pounds, long braids, brown eyes. Clothing description is unknown. Wow. Where is Latrice? Wow. Scary. Another one, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. July the 2nd, 2024, 1600 block of 16th Street. And I didn't it just happened this way with this month of July, honestly. July the 2nd, 2024, 2 days before Independence Day, 1600 block of 16th Street, Northwest. We have a baby that's missing. Melanie, and she spells it different, Malanie Martin. 3 years old, last seen in the area of Minnesota Avenue Southeast, Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast, Tuesday, July the 2nd. 2 feet tall, 35 pounds, black hair, 2 ponytails, which would be distinctive, just like this picture, and brown eyes. Last seen wearing a pink Minnie Mouse shirt, blue shorts, and pink Crocs. Because she had wandered off. I mean, what happened? Is it a custody type situation where she was? What happened? Why isn't anyone? I'm gonna make sure that this case is still relevant. But why aren't we talking about 3-year-old Melanie? I want to say her name is Martin. Why aren't we talking about this? Why isn't this flashed all over the news every single day until she is found? Because if she was found, it would say found. So, or was it just reported missing? Is there a family, domestic, or something issue going on within this case? We don't know, because this is the first time that I've heard about little Martin going missing. This is what we do, man, right here on Phocuz Radio. Wow. You already know what it is, man. We out here each and every week. Show kicks off at 6 p.m. We go all the way to 7 p.m., man, right here on Phocuz Radio. I got some real good guests, good people that's going to come up this month, actually. I'm kind of booked up all the way up until August. So definitely tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yes, it's Relish Real Day. Yes. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tune in, man. Beltway Radio and beyond. And you think you can podcast, you think you can do this, we got slots that's available, not now, but right now. And like I said, I'm each and every Thursday, y'all, and you can inbox me. Phocuz Phil is simple. Phil Phocuz on IG. Let's work. Next month, we'll be doing the homeless giveaway, care packages, food, hats, socks, all that, man, the good Starburst Park. So I am asking for donations, and I am asking for serious people with organizations, man, that want to do this. This will be my third time. Well, actually, I've been at this location passing out things for years, but this will be my third time actually having the event. So I'm putting it together. Hopefully my good guys right here, B and Chip, will let me take the equipment out there, man, and stream this thing to let people know that there's people that care right here, man, locally. And if you know of anyone that may need anything, you know, I got stuff in my truck right now. Just hit me up, man. I mean, if I got it, you can get it. You know what I mean? If I don't need it, in other words, man. So I'm gone on that note. And I just want to say, man, let no one steal your peace. You already know what it is, y'all. We out. Peace.
Who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead.